Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see about how to convert the infix expression to a postfix expression. So we know that infix expression is the expression normally we write in the mathematical equation with the operator in between the operands. And what is postfix is the operator is fixed after the operands, that is the postfix expression. Let us see how the conversion takes place using the stack. Okay, so now to convert the infix expression into postfix expression using a stack data structure, we can use the following steps. So what are they? The first step is read all the symbols one by one from left to right in the given infix notation or expression. So normally we scan the equation from left to right, so you have to read all the symbols. So based upon the symbol is an operand, operator, left parenthesis or right parenthesis, accordingly the operation is done. So when the reading symbol is operand, then directly print it to the result. That is the postfix expression, that is the result. If the reading symbol is left parenthesis, then push on to the stack. And then if the reading symbol is a right parenthesis, that then pop all the contents of the stack until the respective left parenthesis is popped and print each popped symbol to the result. Actually what does it mean is, okay, next, if the read symbol is operator, means any operator, arithmetic operator, plus, minus, etc., then push it onto the stack. However, first pop the operators which are already on the stack that have higher or equal precedence than current operator and print the result. So these are all the possibilities. When you start scanning the expression from left to right, there may be a possibility of operand, a left parenthesis, a right parenthesis, or an operator. These are all the four possibilities. Accordingly, we have to do the operation. The same is elaborated in the next slide. Let us see each option one by one. So we are given an expression Q, we are going to convert into P. So P is the new postfix expression, Q is the given arithmetic expression. Okay, so with the given the expression Q, we have to form the new expression without any parenthesis, because the postfix expression should not have any parenthesis. Only the normal infix expression has the parenthesis. So we have to remove the parenthesis. So how to do this? We will use a stack in which each element may be a left parenthesis or the symbol for an operation. So we have to start with an empty stack. So we have to scan the expression Q from left to right, the given expression Q. So these are all the options. While we have not reached the end of the Q, that means till the end of the given expression we have to read all the symbols. In that, if an operand is found, okay, that is the first option, we have to push into P. So P is the new expression, postfix expression, and I have to close this. This is one option. Next one is we have to check for an operator. If the operator is found, what are the possibilities? We have to check whether the stack is empty or if the top element is an left parenthesis. If it is left parenthesis, you have to push the operator onto the stack. That means you have to add the operator to the stack. Then else what you have to do? We have to, while the stack is not empty and the top of the stack is not a left parenthesis, and the precedence of the operator is less than or equal to precedence of the top of the stack. Actually what does it mean is, if this case is false, it will comes to the else case. Here if the stack is empty or the top element is a left parenthesis. Here the opposite case, if the stack is not empty and the top is not a left parenthesis. So if else case, okay, so this is the if condition. If it is the condition, push the operator onto the stack. Else the condition becomes false. What you have to do, you have to check for the precedence of the operator. So we have some precedence of the operator from top level to the bottom level. Accordingly the operators will be operated. So now you have to check the precedence of the incoming operator to the already existing operator on the stack. So now what you have to do, if the new coming, that is if the scanning operator, that means which we are just removing the from the stack. Okay, if there is operator precedence is less than the precedence of the top of the stack, that means already we have we have an operator on the top of the stack, and if the new operator which is now checked if it is the precedence is less than or equal to precedence of the top of the stack, that means which has to be done in advance or prior, that is the precedence. Then what you have to do, pop the stack and add the top value to p. So you have to pop the stack means you have to do the operation, and we have to add the top value into the expression p. Okay, so now let us now this while case is over, then you have to go for the next case. Push the latest operator onto the stack. So when the operator which is newly arrived is checked with the precedence of the operator already existing in the stack. Okay, if the condition is less than or equal, that means the precedence of the new operator which come across in the scanning is less than or equal to already existing element, means we have to pop the stack. That means you have to remove the operator and you have to remove the operand, you have to do the operation. Now we have to push the new operator onto the stack. That means the old operation is done and the new operator is pushed onto the stack. End if. So this end if is for the condition if the stack is empty or not. Okay, and then we have to close the end if using for this operator condition. So this is the whole loop which check for the various conditions for the presence of an operator. Now the next case, we have to check whether while the stack is not empty, pop the stack and add the popped value to p. So now while the stack is not empty means if the stack contains some element pushed into the stack, so you have to pop the element from the stack and you have to add the popped value to the new expression, postfix expression p. You have to end the while loop. Okay, so that's all. And another condition is if left parenthesis is found or an right parenthesis is found. If a left parenthesis is found, we have to push it onto the stack and we have to close the loop. If a right parenthesis is encountered, now what you have to do is we have to check whether the stack is not empty and the top item is not a left parenthesis. Then we have to pop the stack and add the popped value to p. That means you have to do the operation within the parenthesis and there has to be popped value to the p. You have to add the popped value to p. That means you have to form the new expression p. So the while loop gets closed here. Now pop the left parenthesis from the stack and discard it, because for the left parenthesis we have mapped a new right parenthesis. Now operation is also over, then we have to discard the left parenthesis. That means as we already seen in the starting of this concept, the postfix expression should not have any parenthesis. That means when the left parenthesis meets the right parenthesis, the operation is done and the value is pushed back to the stack. So no parenthesis is used after the respective operation. You have to close the end loop. Let us see with an example how this is done. So we are going to form an expression which is the a plus b into c plus d. That is a new expression. That expression I am going to convert into the postfix. So initially the stack is empty and the expression starts by, actually the expression starts by a plus b into c plus d. Okay, that is the expression. So first the bracket comes, so we have to push the bracket to the stack and now the stack is empty. Okay, now second what you have to do, since we are reaching the operand, since a is the operand, there is no operation, so we have to just push it to the expression. We have to add it to the post expression p. Okay, then next element is scanned, which is plus. So for the plus has low priority than open brace, so we have to push plus. So the plus has to be pushed onto the stack. Now since plus has lower priority than stack, now it is pushed. Okay, so there is no change in the postfix expression. Now we have to get the next element b. So no operation is performed since b is an operand. So we have to just add the operand to the expression. So when an operand is reached, add to the expression. When the operator is reached, you have to do the operation based upon the priority. The left parenthesis reached, you have to push into the stack. The right is parenthesis means you have to pop the values from the stack and you have to do the operation. So now since B is an operand, then we have to just write it into the post expression B. Okay, so now AB is the answer for being now. Then we have to scan the next expression which has the value as plus. So we have AB plus and CD star. That is the expression given for the postfix. Okay, so now plus has low priority than open brace, so I have to push the value plus to the stack. So now plus is pushed, and then here the value is A, it remains A. Okay, so now after that only B is we are receiving. So when the B is received, you have to push the value, we have to add the value to the expression B. So now after this is the third diagram, this is the fourth diagram. So after A we reached B, so we have to just write the value B as it is. There is no change in the stack now. Now we reach an closed brace, and the closed brace is reached, we have to open up all the values since the open brace is reached. So now when the closed brace is reached, we have to remove, that means we are going to pop all the elements, so which is A, B, and then plus is the element we reached over here. So the expression becomes A, B plus. Okay, so now next we have coming across the next part, star is the expression. So we have to check whether now the stack is empty because already we have removed, when we have the matched parenthesis of open and close, we have removed the value from the stack, and that the answer was AB plus. And now we are reaching a new operator, we have to push it into the stack because stack is empty now. After that we reach a open brace, it is pushed into the stack, and now here there is no change because this was the operation done before this expression started. Okay, so now next one is we are reaching C. So now C is an operand, so there is no operation, we have to just add it to the expression P. This is the post expression P. Next we reach the minus symbol, so we have to check whether the priority of this new symbol is less than or equal to priority of the symbol existing in the stack. So existing symbol is open brace, priority is minus, so we have to compare so this minus has lower priority than open brace, so we have to push the value onto the stack. So now already star was there, open brace is pushed, now minus is also pushed, but here there is no change in the expression. Now let us see when we are reaching the next is D. When you reach the D value, now we have to, is an operation. Since it is an operand, there is no operation. D is an operand, so there is no operation, just you have to add the value to the end of the expression. So AB plus CD, and then what you have to do now, there is no change in the stack now. So since the operand has come, there is no change in the stack. The star, open brace, minus are there, okay, from the previous step. Now we encounter a next closed brace. When the closed brace is reached, we have to pop all the elements till we reach the open brace. So now we have to pop the, that means A, B plus C, D minus. Okay, so now once this brace is reached, we have to remove the operator and put it into the expression. So now for this open brace, we met a closed brace, so we have to remove the operator which is on the top. So now this is AB plus CD and minus is replaced here. And now the next one is we come across the stars dollar symbol, which actually represents the end of the expression Q, that is the input expression. So once this dollar symbol comes, that means the end of the instruction or the expression comes, we have to pop all the elements till the stack becomes empty. So already AB plus CD minus was there, and we have to remove the last element also from the stack. We have to put it in the end of the expression. So now the answer is AB plus CD star. Actually what is the expression is a plus b into c plus d. Okay, so in order to evaluate this expression, we need this many steps to push the value into the stack and also to form the new postfix expression. So the summary is, if we come across a operator, we have to push onto the stack. If you come across an operand, we have to write it to the expression. Okay, and then we have to check whether the special symbol is in left parenthesis or the right parenthesis. So accordingly we have to do the operation and the answer is pushed back to the stack itself. So this is the simple example that tells how the infix notation is converted into postfix notation. Hope it is easy to follow, and thanks for watching.